Hi everybody, welcome back to Shotlift Family Firewood. If you haven't been here before, I'm Brian and that's Wyatt. And today we're going to talk about our trailer situation. I bought this trailer used at an auction several years ago to move my skid loader around a little bit. It was kind of rusted out when I bought it, but it's really starting to rust out now. And my biggest concern is right here. That big hole right there, and it's already the I-beam is already broke up in the front there, and that's a concern. Next time I load the skid loader on, that's going to break right off. So we need to do something different. The tires are good on this. It had new brakes when I bought it, so that's in pretty good shape. The hole underneath is getting rusty though, and the front here is rusting through here and here. This one's right here is real bad. That's just held on by paint and stickers. So this trailer tows fine, and it's a 20-foot trailer overall length with 7,000-pound axles. But there was no title as I bought it at a farm auction, and I just been using it that way. Lights work and everything, but you can see here there's paper thin holes here, and so you've seen that I haul logs home on this trailer, and that's how I've been getting my firewood home. And basically I got the trailer before I got into firewood, and seeing everybody's firewood setups, it was natural that I thought a dump trailer might be the ticket here. So I did my online research, and I picked out a trailer brand that I wanted to get, and so I'll show that to you when we get home with it. So anyway, we're gonna clean off this trailer, clean it up a little bit, and put a for sale sign on it here. So we'll get the chains and binders off of it this weekend and get a for sale sign on it and get it listed. And we'll start making use of our new dump trailer very shortly. So this is what we got for our airbag. We'll add to the back end of our truck. A little load support for that new dump trailer. So those are what the airbags looks like. Go inside the coil springs, blocks here, some airline to take it to the back, and then some fittings and zip ties in here. So that's what we're going to work on. Alright, the first step in putting these in is to raise the suspension up so that the coil springs are fully extended. And because I'm a professional, I'm not going to show you how I did it. But we got the back end lifted up, tires still on the ground, but just about to lift them up. So see if we can get these in. The next step on these was to squeeze the air out. So you remove this plastic cap. There's no valve in there, no shader valve in there. So then I stepped on it, get the air out. I'll do this one next. So then the next thing is to shove that into the coil spring, just like so. I'm not going to be able to film that. It's going to be dark under the truck and stuff, but once it's in there, I'll try and show you. Alright, I was having trouble with the first one. What I ended up doing was putting this zip tie on to hold it in the hot dog shape that it wants. hot dog bun shape. After I did that, the first one went right in. So we're gonna get the second one in, and then we'll start putting the airline on. Okay, it's hard to tell, but the airbag is in there with a zip tie on it. So I'm gonna cut the zip tie, and it's gonna kind of go into shape here, and then we got to start doing our airlines. So that's how it looks in there at this step. Once I got the zip ties on it and got the little tight to get the top where the valve stem is in there, but once you get that wiggled in there, then it goes in pretty easy. Alright everybody, I know it doesn't make the best video, but I got the airlines on, which are all in the frame. It would have been next to impossible to get the video of that, but I got them in. I got the truck back down on its wheels and full on suspension. Really hard to get in there and see, but that 35 psi right now. It's kind of where they are, 30 psi right now. That's the range they say to check it out. I got my valve stem there right by the license plate, so it should be easy to get at. And both airbags are tied in together. They're not individual, because they wanted it for pulling a trailer. All that weight should go right in the middle. So anyway, now we need to let it sit for a little bit, hopefully with no leaks. Well, here it is. Our brand new 7x14, 14,000 pound Watchdog Haas dump trailer. WD714 is the model number. Anyway, this is that's our new trailer. This manufacturer date was October of 22. I bought this at Highway 51 trailer sales in Stoughton, Wisconsin, or Edgerton, Wisconsin, right on the border of them. We'll go over a couple of the features that I like about it here in a little bit, but I think it's a very well built trailer, and I'll explain the couple of features that I just needed to have if I was going to spend this kind of money. Alright, I have a minute here. Go over some of the features on this trailer that I really guess the reasons I bought it. Number one thing I was looking for on dump trailer was the telescopic boom. That was a necessity. I didn't want any other lift system, and Watchdog, to my knowledge, to what I understand, they don't make one that's not a telescopic boom. So that was number one thing that I wanted. The second thing up here on the front that I like about this trailer is this oversized toolbox that houses the pump. And as you can see, that actually is like they have a false floor in here with the pump and the reservoir are below. So you actually get about half of that box worth for a toolbox or for storage. which is really handy. The other thing is up front here, and I'll show you when it's tipped up. But there's also a tray up front here underneath the box for like chains and binders and whatnot. And so that's on the front end. That's what I really like. The other big selling point besides the telescopic cylinder was the 7-gauge floor, or 1/4-inch steel on the floor. Downfall to that is there is seams in the floor, but I thought the thicker floor was worth the seams, at least for firewood. Up here, another feature that I really like is the slots for the boards. Some of the other trailers I was looking at only had the stake pockets, and so you needed to have 2x4s and 2x6s and bolts and stuff to make sides. As with this one, we can just lay a 2x8, 2x10, 2x12 in here, and full length of the trailer, and have our higher sides that way. I only have a 1/2-ton truck, so I don't need to build the sides up real high. And so it has two 7,000 pound axles, kind of the standard on a 7x14. All LED lights. Another feature on this one that I didn't necessarily need to have, but I'm glad it does, is the jack stands already on the trailer. Came standard. Didn't need to buy them separate. So for loading equipment, I bought the dump trailer because it fits the operation better with hauling equipment and wood. So I will be using this to haul the skid loader around. And so the jack stands will be handy. I'll show you again when I tip it up, but the ramp storage is underneath the back here. I don't plan to carry the ramps with all the time, but they're there right now. And then another thing I really like about this trailer, and I could see it possibly not being so good also, is the door latching system is one lever. The reason I really like that is I've seen a lot of videos where people, in order to close the door, they have to climb over the pile of whatever crap they're dumping out to latch the doors, and where I don't have to do that. I can literally just, and it's shut. So I like that, but I can see if you have a load in there and it shifts and it pushes on the door, I can see that being hard to open too. So we'll see, but hopefully not. And then basically this side, same thing, jack stand. Spare tire mount did not come with spare tire. I don't go very far, so I don't really plan on getting the spare tire. If my plans change and things change, we can just get a spare tire and mount it on there. It did come standard with a tarp and a rope to throw over the load to pull it to the back. That seems to me like that's going to be pretty handy. So yeah, other than that, it's a 2 5/16 ball coupler. It's like a 12,000 pound jack. It does have a onboard charging system. Just got to plug it in. That's already on there. Charges off the truck. Has surge brakes and electric brakes. And anyway, the telescopic boom, the other thing on it is it's powder coated paint, rather than just regular paint. I think that's a little bit better. Hopefully it's a little better. Wisconsin winters get the worst of these things. I don't plan to use it a whole lot in the winter, but it probably will be out once in a while. But anyway, the big selling points for me were the telescopic ram and the thicker floor. Those were the two biggest selling points over other trailers for me. Basically the rest of it is the cream on top. I like the board setup and I like the back doors, but I didn't necessarily need that stuff. But I wanted that telescopic lifting system, and the thicker floor were huge. Alright, so there's the trailer dumped, the full dump angle of this Watchdog trailer. I know I told you there was under bed storage. I switched my chains and binders over there. Here's the axles, leaf springs, and the ramps are stored underneath there. So anyway, anyways, I'm excited to be using this thing. No time to go get any today, but excited to use the trailer. Excited to have the airbags on the truck. You can see that it squats less. At least I can. And then yeah, we've probably dumped this thing 4 or 5 times here just in the yard showing people and stuff. So we'll get the battery all charged up, and I think tomorrow, which you'll have to see on the next video, we're gonna go get a load of wood after work, sounds like. So yeah, again, thanks for watching. We're more than excited to have this new trailer in the yard, and can't wait to start using it. So should be a lot safer than the old one, more legal than the last one, and should fit our operation better. So thanks for watching. Oh, guys, I've been trying to figure, or just playing with this trailer. I got those airbags on, and something I didn't mention, on the way home, I was almost home, and I started realizing that the brakes weren't working. I tried to adjust them and stuff, and I had no trailer brakes, and it told me on the brake controller setting on the truck that the trailer wasn't connected, but the lights were working and everything when I left the place. So I thought that was kind of funny. So here I am playing with the brake system and trying to figure it out, and ultimately what I came to find out is the wiring's all good. The only problem that we had was a short. These wires, when somebody put this on, those wires were in like this, and that was tightened down over the hole where those wires go in. So it shorted those wires out. I don't know if you can see it, but shorted those wires out right there. And now that I've pulled this out, the trailer brakes work, and so now I just got to repair these wires here, and I got to shove my mess of wiring back in the frame rail. But once we get that taken care of, we should have trailer brakes that work. So we're getting closer to our first load.